We're just getting all settled. Don't mind me. Hey guys, what's up?
What's happening?
So here's the deal. I want you guys to look the best. So usually when I have a guest, I sacrifice the good lighting on me for you guys. So slide on out over here. Unless, do you guys feel like standing today or sitting? What are we thinking?
I have to sit because I did
Sounds
not
good.
bring us.
Well, what I'll do is let's do musical chairs. Slide that on over here. I want
All
you
right,
guys
cool.
to have good lighting, which is right here. See how I look much better and you guys kind of are blown out? I'll be blown out. And same deal
Right
with
here?
you right there. I forgot the switch over thing to put our logo Talking Up a Storm, which by the way, I hear you watch.
I watch every weekend. That's how
I love this
That's
guy.
how I met Drew. Honestly, Drew does a lot of these walking tours
Yep.
through Old Town, which is where we are in Philadelphia here. And
Nice.
being somewhat new to the area, Drew's actually helped me out a lot, just like learning the different spots to check out.
Someone else said the same thing. So we had that gentleman from Puxatawny. Remember when we had the big blow up groundhog in here? Were you watching that
Oh, yeah,
day?
yeah, yep.
Same deal. So he's kind of learning the city through us. And there's some people that watch kind of around the U.S. and they love when we do the walking tours.
I think it's great.
love doing
It's very
that.
informative.
Well, the only catches with those, I have to start here at the station because we do the news at
Right.
9 o'clock. So I'm kind of limited in the directions. But I was thinking, I think we could do one to South Street. I can do that during the 9 o'clock hour. The next one I have to do is the top of June. We have this Philadelphia author that's coming back. That was a lot of fun. And I'm like, I think we're going to go for a walk down South Street. So we'll see what trouble we can get into that direction. Because I've gone down City Hall plenty. Or I could do Arch Street and walk down to Chinatown. I think that'd be fun. So I got a couple things up my sleeve for summer is all I'm saying. All right?
Nice.
I'm excited. I'm an avid fan of Talking Up a Storm.
Where'd you come from, by the way?
So I came right over the bridge from the Camden waterfront.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
talking before you moved to Camden.
Oh, before I was down the Jersey Shore area, so I lived in Brick, New Jersey, right? Like
I know
Asbury-
Brick,
Asbury
Ocean
Park
County,
area.
right?
Yep.
Or is it Monmouth?
It is Ocean. It's
I
the beginning
thought
of
it
Ocean.
was.
Yep.
Yeah. And what about you?
I am from originally Edison, but I hydroplaned here from Somerset County today.
Some
It
people
was
were
crazy-
hydroplaning. Did
dude,
you actually?
Crazy rain driving here today.
Yeah, it was coming
Yeah.
down. And actually, because of that, in all seriousness, there were crashes across New Jersey, even
Yeah.
Pennsylvania.
Yes.
And one of the crashes in Pennsylvania was on the Blue Route, and it was in an area where an hour before there was a note that one of the lanes was essentially closed because of flooding on the
Yeah.
roads. In that same area, there was a crash. So people definitely have hydroplaned today. And with some heavy rain still right now in parts of New Jersey, it is an issue. But
Yeah, it was
later
scary.
today, it's done.
That's
Like, did
good.
you? How bad was it?
It was pretty bad. Like
That's
coming
scary.
onto the highway, you could feel it the most.
Well, thanks for coming
Like
here.
trucks pulling the cars off the road and they completely totaled the front of their car. Yeah.
You sacrificed your life for talking up a
For
storm.
talking up a storm. I did this for you, Drew.
I owe you
Matt.
guys.
My only concern is that my hair would be dry by the time I got here.
It's good. It's good. Here, we got a hair dryer, or you know what? How about this? If it's not dry enough, I could press it dry. You know how some
Okay,
like women they
perfect,
have like
yeah.
the hair
Just
press.
stand
So many props this guy
Wait,
has. Yeah.
This is Scott Williams because he likes to iron his ties to get nice and crisp. I'm more of a kind of guy when my ties are messed up. I'll do one of those. Oh, what do they call it? Steamers, the little portable steamers.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
he'll just crisp it up this way, but I guess it would work on the hair. Do you want me to press your hair a little bit? No. Well, guys, I'll tell you what. I want to throw in the logo, get everything all set up. We'll talk about you. Would you mind playing a little music, just kind of out of the gate? I want to hear because you guys are both
absolutely.
musicians. We're going to talk about how you're a music
Sure.
teacher. I'm going to talk about your background as well. Mic levels
Yeah.
should be good. I'm just checking the levels. See how we got that. Well, you guys know music, so you can see how the levels are. I'm looking for it to kind of peek in the orange right there. Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, sweet.
Well, tell us more about what you guys do, because both of you have different bands, but you also work together, correct?
That's right. So back in 2014,
Yeah.
we performed for the first time together at the Court Tavern in New Brunswick. And Matt was doing his own band, and I was performing as well. And
Yeah.
we just became friends. And over
by
the years,
chance?
just by chance.
Well,
And
that's
so I
cool.
liked his music from a passing thing. And then, you know, the rest is history. So we periodically play like this as a duo, and from time to time, full band.
What's it like playing in a college town? New Brunswick, Rutgers is there, right?
Yeah.
What's the vibe in a college town on the music scene? I'm just curious.
So the later you go on, the better.
Why is that? Because people are a little boozy? People don't care
Yeah.
so much about the music? They're a little easier? Oh,
Yeah.
are you okay with my back pad? I have a bad back, so that's why I always got on this chair.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm one of those people where when I sit, I let the chair do the work for me. I don't have any core strength, or I'm too
Yeah, yeah.
lazy. So my back's always bad, so I always have to have like something to hold me up because I just let the chair do the work. Here, I'll get that out.
Yeah,
I
it
forget
works,
people
man.
don't like the back pad stuff. Well, that's a pretty cool story.
Yeah, man.
When you are getting out now, where are you playing these days?
I play all over the place. So
Wow. Okay.
you know, Matt and I have
Yeah.
performed all over the United States. Really, we've gone as far as
What?
Anaheim, yeah,
California.
Anaheim, California.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Is
Yeah.
that for Disney? How'd you get out there? What,
We
'cause
were there
Disney's
for
right?
the NAMM
The
show.
NAMM conference.
Yeah,
Which is a
performed at
big
NAMM.
music.
100,000 musicians. It's like a guitar center in the Anaheim Convention Center.
Right.
That's
It's like
cool.
all the latest and greatest instruments that are brand new. They get to debut them. You get to test stuff out, and they have performers all throughout the convention too.
So I don't know when you went. Was it recently? A couple years ago?
We were first there during the pandemic before
Yeah.
all hell broke loose. We didn't know. It was actually February 2020.
Oh, we remember those days.
Yeah.
Right
I
before.
I didn't make that trip because I
Yeah.
was very concerned about the pandemic because I have an autoimmune disease, so
Oh, okay.
type 1 diabetic. But Brian went with the band. I followed a couple years after. We went for their second trip out there.
Well,
Yeah.
the reason I was asking the dates is what's new? When you were out there and when you were out there both times, what did you see that wasn't out that came out? Or what did you notice that was like, oh, that's kind of cool? Or were there concept things? I'm just curious, what's next in music?
So they show technology before it's like readily available
That's cool.
in every department. So
Wait, does
whether
that
you
mean
play
it's
guitar,
expensive?
yeah, I mean like whether you play guitar or flute, like every single instrument is covered, but it's very dominated by guitar players.
I see.
Piano's my main instrument, so what I was impressed with, I basically was playing like an upright piano it had a whole like
Upright.
aquarium right in front of me, so you could actually
Yeah.
like play a piano that you could have your fish swimming in front of you.
I'm
Yeah.
going to Google this one. I'm not fact checking you on this one. And by the way, let me pull up your socials here.
Yeah.
I'm going to show everybody. And got
Yeah,
Matt.
man.
He got me some good stuff. So Matt Cook Music, one of the duo we got right here. Okay, upright piano and Matt, what did you say? It has an aquarium in it.
It looked like an aquarium. I don't know if it actually went to market or if it was just there for testing
I don't know.
purposes,
Let's-
but I could totally, as a creative, I could see
Okay.
how that could
Is it
draw on
one
some
of these things on
inspiration.
the screen?
That doesn't look upright though.
That one that the guy's standing next to is an upright.
That's considered. Oh no, see, I was thinking it was something like totally vertical. Well, wait a minute. What's the difference? Why is that an upright? That looks like a normal piano to me.
Well, the upright part is basically the vertical part, as high as that goes. So that's what makes an upright piano. A lot
didn't
of
know.
them have lower levels, which is it would
Oh,
be
yeah,
a
it's
spinet,
flat.
is what they
Yeah.
call it. But yeah, I was quite impressed with the aquarium. I did not purchase though.
A little too expensive, out of the price range.
I mean, I need a #1 hit first before I get something like that. You know?
We can make that happen.
Yeah.
You have an audience here. Where else have you been playing, by the way?
So I'm very new to this area, so that's partly why I moved here to really get in part of the Philly, South Jersey community.
Oh, so you feel you pretty much tapped out down the shore. You got what you were going to get out of that experience. Now you're looking for new opportunities to play some music.
Yeah, not that I wouldn't still play there at different
Oh, yeah, you'll
times.
take anyone's money, right? That's how I feel. If someone's offering me some money or something, hey, listen, I'll take your money.
Yeah, just like new challenges, new
That's the
places
best
in my
way to
life.
put it,
I
right.
turned 40 last year. It was a little bit of like a midlife crisis too.
getting there.
Yeah.
2 years away.
I'm close too.
Yeah, we're all there. All right, so we're 80s kids.
Millennials.
I know, that's what we are. What,
Which doesn't scare me as much as this Gen Z stuff now too.
Oh,
So.
it's a different way of looking at the world.
Yeah.
And we'll leave it at that. But no, I know what you're saying, right? You kind of get accustomed to something, right? If you're playing the same sort of places, you know what to expect. You get sharp by doing something new. We were just talking about this as a story down there. You create memories that way. What were some of the challenges music-wise that you've noticed maybe in the last year or two? Maybe was it a new place or was it a new song? Something where you're like, oh, I actually feel challenged here a little bit.
In the vein of Gen Z, it's funny to watch them react to us setting up to perform in any environment. It's
do you
almost
mean?
foreign. Like sometimes when it's not a proper venue and we've got a gig, like they look at you like you have three heads. Like you're gonna play music
Why, wait,
while
because
I'm in here. It's like
It comes
yeah.
from this? Why music's just supposed to come from a phone, not from humans?
Yeah.
Well, I think this might have been the one that pushed me over the edge to wanting to move to a new location. Was I was playing in Pier Village a couple summers ago. I was basically, it was like this whole like hotel resort right on the beach. Really,
Yeah.
really, what I thought was going to be really cool, but I was shoved like somewhere in this like remote corner, and then there's a DJ that starts playing at the same time, and I'm like, I'm here with my acoustic
Country
guitar
Bears
singing,
Jamboree.
and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not really sure what I'm doing here right now.
So this is a different take on dueling banjos, right? You got the DJ just a boom, 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 and
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
over here to a different crowd.
Sweet
playing.
acoustic guitars.
Yeah.
Wow, what a mix! What a mix of music. That's actually an interesting thought, because you know how DJs mix music. DJ stuff versus live acoustic stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if you hear that often.
No, especially when you don't have the game plan that you were going to perform at the same time. It just happened.
Right.
You know?
Well, that's that industry. You just got to roll with whatever happens.
Yeah.
Gosh, at the top of the show, right? I wasn't right. I totally forgot I had to set up the whole studio. Yesterday I was so on top of everything all day today. I forgot I had to do traffic in the 9 o'clock hour. I was sitting around the desk, and the show pops up back up. I'm like, oh, I got to do weather. My heads are in the clouds today. That's where my head's
rightfully so, though, if you take a look outside. So.
Tell me about it. Well, can we hear a little
man.
music? What'd you guys
Sure.
practice? What do we got for us? Tell us.
So I'm gonna play an original song called "Last," which is actually one of my socials up there drew my Spotify account. Is like actually released this on my last record a few years back, and became my most streamed song on my Spotify. So.
Okay, so can I get your Spotify on this link tree?
Yeah, it's right-
let's
right
see,
in there.
Matt Cook Music, and you have a website too, all that good stuff. Yep, there's a website right there. Hey, what's your website, by the way?
Bryan Hansen Band.
Oh, I'm terrible at spelling.
Bryan with a Y, spelled correctly as well.
Don't forget the Y.
Spelled correctly with the Y. Did you hear that subtlety?
Because Fry is spelled F-R-Y.
All right. I think I have Fry boots on. It's funny you say that. I think these are from the Fry Boot Company.
Look
Let's
at
see.
that, man.
Those are sweet. Yeah.
I actually don't like them. Yeah, they look too much like dress shoes. Like if I hid the boot part, like let's pretend it wasn't a boot. It just kind of looks like a dress shoe, so I don't know, that's fine. It's fine.
I love
for
how
what it is.
spontaneous
Right,
this is.
I'm pretty sure it's Fry.
Like, check out my shoe.
Oh, maybe they're Taikovas. I don't know.
This is why I started watching this guy. You know.
You never know what's happening. Well, that's the beauty of a stream of consciousness. You know what's fun about a show like this? And I truly mean this. They gave me the space to do whatever I want.
That's
And
awesome.
we are doing whatever we want. I mean, usually on TV and stuff, everyone's all kind of like buttoned up and all serious.
Yeah,
You know what? Freedom. You're reminding people how important freedom is.
Yeah,
That's
right.
right.
And being real people. And you know, the other reason I really always wanted to do a talk show was I wanted people that you never see on TV. We had a great gentleman from Chester and the community, representing the community, say, just a voice you wouldn't normally get to hear. You guys, we're learning about music today. I love having these different perspectives that normally you wouldn't get something like that on a show. And I love that Fox gives me the space and lets us do stuff like this. It's pretty cool. And I've made it a year now, so I guess I'm doing something right.
Man, congrats.
And you know, and the bottom line is, thanks to all you that watch at home. We have thousands of viewers watching my hot mess here every weekend, and I appreciate you. You keep me in business. You keep me on this show at least.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't mind starting my nap time early because I do a double shift Saturday and Sunday. Hey,
Oh, man.
enough about me. I want to hear about you guys. All right, so Bryan Hansen.
Hansen.
Okay.
Yeah. Band.
Just like the band Hansen?
No, that's an O-N. There it is.
Oh, I didn't know that. All right, let's check this out.
That's my band. Yeah.
Cool. So, all right, we got Bryan Hansen. There you go. You see the correct spellings on the screen right there. You guys have both two kind of separate things, but you guys also work together too. Great website right there. Matthew Cook Music, Bryan Hansen Band. We'll be giving you some love throughout the show. Now, let's see what you guys got.
All right, let's
Take
do
it
it.
away. I'm even going to get out of frame. This is your time.
Feel free to sing backup if you
Yeah.
want, Drew.
Oh, okay, sure. I'm in. Did you heard me sing Katy Perry the other week, though? Are you sure
I did.
you want me to sing it?
We should talk about how I was appalled that you didn't know who Luther Vandross was, though. So.
I mean this. I really don't. Now, I will admit, I will tell you, and I told you this, I like to stir the pot a little bit on the news. Sometimes I'll play a little coy when I actually do know stuff. I'll just you know, I want to fire people up.
We met Shayna briefly before the show, but I really would like to talk to her about how I felt bad for her in that moment. That
I would pull
just trying
her
to
in.
explain this to you, and
I will lose this battle for 15 minutes if I pull her in. After the show, we'll do it. I'll be embarrassed then. I'm just not familiar with his work. I don't know. I argued it's generational, and Shayna said no, and Sheba.
Oh, man.
Sheba Russell, our evening anchor. I'm not even joking. She comes in. And she goes like this to me. She says, "Don't tell HR, Drew." And she says to me, she says, "You know, you really need to get into the stuff that Shayna likes." She's like, you know, Shayna likes The Real Housewives of Atlanta. You should watch that. You should be a good co-anchor for her. And I was like, okay. I'm sorry. I'm not really in the music world and plugged in as much as you guys are. We all have our things that we're interested in. I like my little bubble music, and I'm in my little bubble.
well, now you can tell everybody that have you heard of Matt Cook and Bryan Hansen?
I sure have. Real quick, since you brought up Luther Vandross, what in particular are you inspired by him in terms of music, and has he inspired you with some of the music you do?
Well, as far as my musical tastes and everything, I like all genres of music. Number one, Brian Wilson, Beach Boys is like my number one influence.
Really?
That's where I've drawn most of my inspiration from over the years. But more recently, I love all sorts of modern R&B and Afrobeats music. I'm going to see Ari Lennox later tonight in Philly.
Oh, where is that?
That's at the Met, which I've been to. That's a
a
really
good
nice
venue.
indoor venue.
Yeah, that's up by Temple, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that artist you're seeing tonight, who's that?
Her name's Ari Lennox. She's from the Washington D.C. area.
Ari Lennox. Is that an up and coming performer?
She's been around on the spot.
Okay, I'm sorry, Ari Lennox. I'm not too familiar with your work. We'll add that to the list of people I don't know.
It's actually her stage name, but it sounds like a real name anyway. So I think it totally works. So it's her vacancy tour. I'm gonna get to meet her after the show tonight, which I'm looking forward to.
For real? That's awesome. Oh my gosh, this isn't expensive. $54 if anyone wants to go see. And okay, like you said, out of Washington D.C., little R&B. Man, I love real music, and that's the one cool thing about this area. We have all different genres. I like dance music. I'm always listening to Sirius XM's BPM. I forget the name of the venue on Front Street or Delaware Avenue around there. They have the EDM artists come. Then you have places that have all different genres and all these different venues. Fishtown has a great place where they always have an artist. And that's what's cool about this area. And I bet that's what attracted you to be in this area too.
Oh,
Not
for
only
sure.
playing music, but the music you can hear.
You said it right there, because aside from being a musician, it's what I do for a living, and it's my creative outlet. I just love music, so I love going to shows. I love meeting people. I love meeting other musicians and bands, and that's really like what I'm still getting a kick out of, just being right over the bridge right now of like these artists coming through. I mean, we had some that would come through in Asbury, but I think more of what I'm musically into, I'm seeing more and more of the artists that I really enjoy listening to coming to Philly.
Like Ari Lennox right here.
Ari Lennox. I saw SZA and Kendrick last summer.
SZA?
I saw Thames
I like
here.
her now. I know
saw
SZA.
John Batiste.
He's fun.
All these great artists. Yeah, so I saw Thames and John Batiste both at the Met before, so this will be my third time going to the Met tonight.
Would you mind if I do a little TV hair and makeup on you? And it's not the hair I want to fix. We were talking about
Oh,
earlier. I'm worried about the cord rubbing the mic, and
I
everyone
gotcha.
at home will do that. So is it okay if I just pop it right on here like that?
Yeah.
And we'll fix it during the break?
Perfect, yeah.
This reminds me of, remember the show we went and we were going to go find the most expensive bathroom in Philadelphia? And I kept
one of my
teasing
favorites, yeah.
And right at the end, as we opened the door, because we were waiting for people to stop using it, we ran out of time. I feel like we're doing that with music. I keep teasing you're going to play music. But before we get to that, I wanted to ask you this. What kind of music do you like to go see live?
I listen to everything. I was raised in a household with 90s country music.
Ooh, that's a
with
good mix.
With alt rock. So my first rock album was Live Throwing Copper. But then as I
Is that
started,
a group? Who
yeah,
is, I've
Live.
never
They're
heard of
from
them.
PA. You should know them.
They're
Yeah.
throwing copper in PA. I thought we throw coal here because we're coal country when you get out
I
of here.
think they're friends with Luther Vandross.
Clearly, it sounds like it. So I've noticed. All right. I got to Google this. And this is a real band. You're not just making this up.
No, man.
I've never heard of this. Live Throwing Copper is the name of the band? Live?
Yeah. The band's called Live, and the album's called Throwing Copper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought the
Yeah.
actual band name was Live Throwing Copper. But
Live, yeah.
Live, the band, and
There
these
they
guys look cool.
They're really cool.
What's their story? Tell me more about them.
Like alt rock. They were like, they had that kind of like rough, like Seattle type of sound to them.
Like the grunge sort of stuff. I don't know what
Sort
that
of,
means, but I know people say it, so I think I sound cool when I say the grunge era. But I think
Yeah,
that
yeah.
means stuff like it's a little bit more emotional, but also rock to it too.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah.
Every once in a while, a demonstrator knows something. Can I be a big tease? Can I
Yeah.
say we're going to do some music right after this as we continue talking live on Talking
Yeah,
Up a Storm?
absolutely.
All right, I got to be teased sometimes. We'll be right back. Live on Fox Local Philadelphia. That was a good little tune-up during the break. You guys got tuned up. I got tuned up. I found a chair. They moved us, got some good lighting. You know, it was so funny. So yesterday, I had the wrong little box on, so I couldn't hear kind of the cues and stuff. Today, I forgot to turn it on. I had the right one on. I didn't turn it on. So anyway, great to have both you guys. Two musicians in the house. You know what fascinates me about music? Because you guys, this is original music that you came up with. How do you create a melody in your head? Because I've talked to an artist before. You guys remember Norman Greenbaum? He sings Spirit in the Sky.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was nice enough when I was a college kid to talk to me. I did classic rock as like a radio DJ in college. Not like, spin and stuff, like on the college radio station. And Andre Gardner, who's on the classic rock station here in Philadelphia, he made some comment about Norman Greenbaum's website. I went on there. I sent an email. The guy gets back to me like 2 or 3 months later and apologizes for not getting back to me sooner. He said, I had some medical stuff done. He was the nicest guy. So he called into my radio show, and I wanted to ask him, I'm like, how do you just create music? How do you create a melody? How do you create lyrics? He said to me, I'm standing in the line at a grocery store, and this woman in front of me has a can of Spam. And he's like, the words just started writing themselves in my head. And he basically explained to me that for his journey, so the Spirit in the Sky guy, and he also said that one song took care of him for life.
Yeah.
Because it's always in movies, it's in shows, the royalties he gets on it, he says, I'm set for life because of that one song.
Amazing.
And he's listen, I'm not like living like a rock star, but he's like, I'm living comfortably because of it. And so he's out in California. You guys were talking about Anaheim. He's in Petaluma, California, which I think is closer to wine country. I don't know. Anyway, he said to me, a lot of musicians, and tell me if this is a similar journey for you guys, will start out covering music they like maybe, a little Luther Vandross, right? I could listen to some covers. I need to get a little spun up on him. And so from there, then after covering the music, kind of almost exactly, you start putting your own take on that music. And then he says from there, it just kind of organically goes where lyrics will come to you, melodies will come to you. So that's my question to both of you. How do the melodies come to you? Was it a journey like that? What's this like in terms of making music? I've always wanted to know.
Well, there's no right or wrong way to do it. Number one, I think you spend your early childhood years kind of learning your instrument. Number one,
Gotcha.
That's most important.
The foundations.
I didn't really start trying to write songs till it was like midway through high school.
When you say write, you talking melody and lyrics, or just lyrics?
No, music and lyrics.
Wow.
But
Sounds
of course,
like a movie with Drew Barrymore and Hugh Grant. That's an old one. Now it's a throwback. You can tell we're kids in the '90s. I think that one was early 2000s.
But yeah, there's no right or wrong way to create. I actually brought some gifts for you today, Drew.
What?
So I brought two of my albums for you. So actually,
Let's
this
take
is
a
my
look. Let's show the kit. We got to show the logo.
This is my very first album ever released, which just celebrated its 20th anniversary last year, called Coast to Coast.
Coast to Coast.
Yeah.
And then this is my second album.
Oh my gosh, and it's signed. This is really cool. A signed autograph. The best part is the Live, Laugh, Love. And by the way, you said this was the first one. This is the second. This tells the journey of music, right? This is where everything was.
Yep.
Then became digital, and then what's old is new from back in the day is now popular.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everybody's into vinyl now, which is awesome.
It's
I think
better
it's so
to have
cool.
it on vinyl. Listen to the whole thing.
Why? Why is it better on vinyl?
Because it's a journey. And not just, it's almost as if you took a
Yeah.
painting and you were like, I'll take Mona Lisa's eyes only,
Well,
It's
you know
like
what the
whole
thing
thing
is
I love this
going
vinyl
off of what
picture.
oh yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely.
This is cool. I don't have a vinyl record, so this is really
You know
cool.
what? You could do whatever you want. I have so many records just framed, and I just inspired by having them all around me.
I do have a record player because last year we were getting record temperatures, so I thought it'd be fun to get a record. I actually had one from an antique store. It wasn't a big one. It was kind of a smaller one.
Mm-hmm.
Is that called a 45?
Yes.
Oh, look at me. Look at me knowing some music terms. And I had it as a prop to say we broke a record, and I was going to break it, but it was an antique, so I couldn't actually try to break it, but it was too hard. And then I also couldn't take myself to break it. So this is cool to have something big like this, and I have actually a player off of Amazon that are relatively inexpensive to play something like this.
Yeah.
What's your journey with music been like in terms of just how you've gotten to know music and what led you to create and figure out how to make music?
Yeah, so my dad taught me how to play the guitar when I was 11.
Yeah.
And I started on the drums, but I didn't know who Phil Collins was and didn't realize you could sing and play the drums at the same time. So I started playing in bands with my friends when I was a preteen, middle school. And then I really got addicted to playing music. When I got home from school, this is all that I did. And to go back to your previous question, creativity and writing, it's almost as if it's a divine intervention. If I sat down, and Matt could probably speak to this as well. If I sat down and I said, I'm going to write a song right now, it would never happen. Meaning,
writer's block? What do you think?
It's something that just happens.
So it's organic. It's like Norman Greenwald. He's in line at the grocery store. This woman has, we don't have Spam today, but we do have animal crackers because we keep the Weather Center well stocked with mints. I got a minute. And animal crackers. And lyrics could just come. I could just hear, remember that Jethro Tull song where he sings about all the different animals, and every time he brings an animal in, he brings in a new instrument into the song. I don't remember what the song is. I remember someone telling me the story of the song. I could see how something comes right away. I could write a little narrative about the animals in this bag. I could see how that could start translating to music. Mm-hmm. But then you got to get that melody. That's the part to me that doesn't make sense because I'm not musically inclined, clearly, because I don't have musical taste. So working on some of these artists. I just don't understand how that melody comes. Is that kind of the divine intervention? That how do you get like this to doink doink or like just to compose the music? That I can't get. I can't figure it out.
Sometimes the hook arrives first, and then you have it for 6 months, and then you have to figure out how to piece the verses together to make it make sense.
Interesting. And it just
But it's
comes.
also like the divine is certainly true.
Yeah.
But you can't just sit around waiting for it to happen, otherwise
Well
you won't.
said.
So it's also like it's a disciplined craft where you still have to, even if you're not in the mood. Like sometimes I'm teaching all throughout the day. The last thing I want to do is pick up an instrument when I get home.
Because you're teaching music.
Because I'm
throughout
doing
the day.
music all day long, but I still force myself to. Oh, I'm going to sit at the piano for 20 minutes, half hour. You have to get into that disciplined mode of just doing it no matter what. And then, because you never know when the divine intervention is going to happen, where you have a really great idea that you run off of.
You were talking when you were a kid, you'd always come home and play. Do you still come home from work and play?
I don't have to come home from work because this is one of my primary jobs. So
I love it.
It's a beautiful thing. So all day I get to do this, and it's a blessing.
Tell me what you're doing all day. Tell me about the job aspect of it.
Yeah, so I run multiple businesses. So music is one. I'm also in real estate in New Jersey.
Oh, nice.
Buy and sell
Do you want to
houses.
give a little plug?
Bryan Hansen, Remax Pinnacle. If you're looking for a house, holler at your boy. I'm out in Bedminster, New Jersey area.
What county is that?
That is in Somerset County.
I was going to say that's one probably not in the Philly area.
But
so
if you want to come up to my
we're
area.
across the world, you know.
Yeah.
Real quick, real estate market these days, are houses still stupid expensive? Any
Yes.
trends you've noticed?
Inventory is still low because when everybody got a new interest rate during COVID and they got it down to 3 and 2.5%, there's low incentive to sell your house. So unless you want to sell, you're like locked into a really rare rate. So that's why inventory is low. But yeah, it's crazy expensive for people to buy a house.
I was just curious about that. All right, so that's the one aspect. And then the music full time?
Yeah,
Are you talking
gigs,
band
teaching.
or what?
Yep.
Oh, teaching just like Matt.
Yeah. I'm a hired gun, so if Matt's like, you want to do a gig, I'm like, yeah, let's go, you know. So, but it could happen with anybody. I perform with a lot of different people. Yeah.
Different genres of music too?
Yeah, everything.
Oh, so you're really like a Swiss Army knife. You're ready to rock and roll. Do you feel you can do that as well? Do you have that talent? You can play any type of music?
Sure, yeah. It's I think Brian's got more of a desire to do it than I do, because he's more of a showman. I'm more of a I like to write, I like to record, and I like to perform my songs. So
I'm gonna pull up your website. So this is me organically trying to go in front of the camera. This is TV 101. I'll give you this. When I do the weather, because I'll tell this when people first start the weather, I'm like, if you're on one side of the map and you want to get to the other, it doesn't look good if you go like that, right? It's all about eye contact. So the key is, if you want to switch sides, you look right in the camera. You talk in the camera, by the way. You do it real casually, and magically you're on the next side. And I had to do it because I want to walk around you guys because I wanted to pull up your websites again since we were just talking about some of the music. We were just talking about that band live right there. All right, so we got Matt Cook in the house. You go on IG. We got all that stuff. Matt Cook Music. Excuse me. Are you a Matthew or a Matt?
So my website is Matthew, because I had Matt Cook Music a long time ago and somebody stole my domain, so I had to switch it to
No.
But it's whatever. Matthew, Matt, it's my real name anyway.
Okay. And then
So that's actually, I get asked a lot, like,
picture,
oh,
by
that's
the
a
way.
great stage name. I'm like, that's my name.
and the real way of saying Brian is with a Y.
Yeah.
Bryan Hansen.
Spelled
Bad.
correctly.
So we got you right there. Also repping some houses up in
Bedminster.
Bedminster. I was going to say, is it Somerset County? I don't know my Jersey. Once you get past Mercer County, once you get north of Trenton and Ocean County, that's a whole new world.
You
to
know
me.
what though? I do work down here, so I have a house under contract in Gloucester County right now. So
Oh, that's good.
I come all the way down here, 90-minute drive.
Hey, like we said earlier, I'll do anything to make a buck. All right, well, I want to hear some music, so let's get to it right after this as we continue talking up a storm live on Fox. Oh, you knew I was building up. You know I was building up just to be a tease. But for real, on the other side of the break, that's exactly how we're going to get started. We're going to get started with some music right here live on Fox Local Philadelphia. So, all right. I was just telling stories how we play musical chairs here in the Weather Center because all the chairs are broken. So, all right, guys. Shall we do it?
We shall.
I'm not going to tease anyone anymore.
I was going to say, you've teased your audience a long time.
Let's listen. All right, Matt, Brian, take it away.
All right, so we're going to play a song called Last, as I was saying, about my last record, my 5th album, called Album Number 5 Sessions. And this somehow became my #1 streamed song on Spotify, which was quite an accomplishment.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
that's awesome.
So we'll play it for you live. Hopefully you guys will listen to the record at home and finish that Norman Greenbaum thing that you were saying.
Is this the record there, or is it a different one?
It's a different one.
Okay.
So this is number 5. You got 1, 2 right there. We'll
Cool.
fill in the gaps, and then number 5. So.
All right. I'll sit here and take this in. This
All
is
right.
great.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Don't know how we got here, even though I drove myself crazy through your walls, try to catch you when you fall, when you love someone too much, too fast. You better run to my bed-filled heart. Oh, wanna make it last. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Ooh, whoa, whoa, yeah. Like a star ignites the sky, stuck like an apple in my eye, flying through my head. It's understood, it's all unsaid. 'Cause when you love someone too much, too fast, you better run to my bed-filled heart. Oh, wanna make it last. And if you hesitate, I'll wait. I think I fell. Oh, can you tell? Buried underneath something broken, something sweet. Stare into my soul, see yourself inside my world. 'Cause when you love someone too much, too fast, she's the one, and I'm holding on. Oh, you're gonna be my last. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Ooh, whoa, whoa, yeah. Ooh, whoa, whoa, yeah.
Oh, you gotta have applause when it's acoustic. Oh my gosh, that was good. The whole time I'm over here, I'm thinking, I need to get the remote here and be like zooming in and do like these beauty shots like they'll do like when someone's playing. Like I could have zoomed in the guitar, I could have moved it over. So for the next song we'll do it. But oh my gosh, boy, that was good.
Thank you so
you,
much.
Jeff.
And you know me, I'll say my real opinion for better or worse. Boy, that was good. I'll tell you what I really like. A couple things really called to me in that song. There was a lyric that reminded me of that Fireworks song from Katy Perry. Can
Yeah.
you say ignite something?
Oh, like a star ignites the sky. That's
Like
the
a
second verse.
star ignites the sky, just like the 4th of July. I forget the rest of the Katy
Yeah,
Perry song.
yep.
And then what was that line? It was toward the beginning. I think it was crazy or something like that, or I forget
Crazy Through Your Walls.
Yeah, can you drop a beat on that? Can you play that little part again? Because I think I can do that one justice if you play. I want to be back. I want to get it. So give me that little part. I want to hear that lyric. And I
From
think
verse 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I don't know how we got here, even though I drove myself
Here comes
Right here.
Drew.
Okay.
Crazy again.
crazy through your walls.
I can do this one. All right. Set it
Are we
up.
doing
Set it
it
up.
again?
Yeah, set it up. I'll sing the crazy. So you sing it and then replay those chords, and I'll sing it and I'll get that. I can definitely do that one. I don't have the range for like all of it, but I can definitely do that. Okay. Crazy Through My Eyes.
Crazy Through Your Walls.
Oh, I listen very well.
All right.
Crazy Through Your
Ready?
Walls. Okay, I'm ready.
So,
Well, I don't know how we got here, even though I drove myself.
Oh, I was gonna let you guys sing it, and I was gonna do it. Okay, you gave me the cue to do it. All right, let's start again.
We'll do that
Okay,
one.
all right, so start up. You guys do it, and then I'll jump in and do it after. Or you want me to just jump in? What do you prefer?
I'll do it right here. I'll
Okay.
do it first, and
Okay,
you jump in.
Okay.
So,
Crazy through your walls.
Now you do it.
Crazy through your walls.
excellent.
There's one of them. I don't know. The crazy part I got. I can do that little musical twang. The crazy. And then
You know what
I
this
don't know,
reminds me
then I
of?
trail off.
Actually, this setup right here. My mom is watching out in Pittsburgh right now. So
Hey!
hi, Mom.
Oh, go get some Beto's pizza. I love the Ohio Valley style pizza where they put the raw cheese on top.
My mom's looking for good pizza because we've been down the Jersey Shore forever, and this is our first year out there. So.
She will not like Beto's pizza. Well, all right, I got to pull this out. I'm gonna get back to the song because I like doing that little acoustic stuff because I don't have a whole depth of range, but I could do that little stuff like crazy
Yeah.
there, and I want to lean into that.
Well, what I was getting at that
yeah.
my mom would appreciate, especially with this setup right here,
Yeah.
because my mom knows how much Brian and I love Simon and Garfunkel.
Oh
and
yeah, got that vibe.
It has that vibe,
yeah.
right?
Here's some Beto's pizza. It's 10 minutes outside of downtown Pittsburgh.
Look at that.
This is a style in parts of Wheeling, West Virginia. So West Virginia's there, Ohio's there. It's called Ohio Valley style. It's like a square pizza, so it's a little bit like a flatbread, but it's got like almost the texture of bread as the crust. So it's crispy on the bottom, kind of flaky like bread after that. They put chunky tomato sauce. They actually put regular cheese, and then when it comes out, they put a big thing of raw cheese. And it's this like contrast of cold and hot. Different textures, crisp, soft, the chunk of the tomato. It is now, if I'm craving pizza, just give me like real pizza. If I eat this, I'll still be craving pizza the next day. But if you want to try something different, this is like the best thing of whatever this is I've ever had. It is so unique. And it's a thing around the Pittsburgh area.
Wow.
So there you go. Should we do a field trip to Pittsburgh?
Yeah, let's go right now.
My whole family's there. So
Yeah. But hey, listen, your mom got this like good experience. I'm sure you were doing stuff like this. I mean, this kind of almost feels like a little music lesson. You were giving me that crazy through your walls.
Oh yeah. Well,
Crazy
see,
through
you-
your walls.
That's gonna be
you
stuck
got
in your
you got
head
a
all day.
YouTube. You have
It's a
to.
hook.
I know we can't because of copyright. You warned me about that many
I
times.
can do 5 to 10 seconds max. I can definitely do 5.
There's a YouTube clip of early Simon and Garfunkel from
Yeah.
probably like 1967, 68, where they're on the Andy Williams show, and Andy Williams, you're like Andy Williams for us, the third voice singing
cool.
Scarborough Fair,
That's awesome.
There was one.
and they were all
other line
sitting in
I
these
could
chairs like looking at each other like we're kind of doing right now.
do. I love that.
My
All
mom
right.
knows exactly what I'm talking about.
All right, at least one of us in here, or at least one of them watching. But that's cool. You said Google Simon Garfunkel, Andy Williams show, and then it'll pop
Scarborough
up.
Fair is what they sang. Yeah.
Scarborough Fair. Can we go to break, hear more of this song?
Sure.
Yeah.
I love how they do that. Like when you watch the Today Show, they have the concert series. They do it, and at the end, they have like they replay a little bit. So let's do that. We'll take like a minute before we go to break here.
Okay.
And I want
Where
to
do
sing
we
the
go
Crazy Through Your Walls
Yeah,
part. When
do
you
the
get to that,
verse again.
I'm coming in. We're going to do a trio on that. Simon, Garfunkel, and Anderson.
Yeah, and I'm gonna harmonize too there.
Oh, cool.
Right?
Well, I'll do it. I can't wait for this. This will be great.
Go ahead, Matt.
Well, I don't know how we got here, even though I drove myself crazy through your walls.
Yeah, Drew.
Try to catch you when you fall.
I should change it to Catch Drew when you fall.
Oh, sure. I thought you were going to catch me. We'll be right back. So, all right. We got some cool stuff. Do you want to tell everyone where you live? Because there's something musically unique about where Matt lives, which is so cool.
It is
Yeah.
cool.
Well, actually, Brian was talking about real estate, that wasn't so far off the wall of topic because
Yeah,
really,
I'll pull
I
it
was-
up.
when I was looking to move, Brian was actually showing me different areas down here, and then I was thinking of maybe buying a house down here, but then
Yeah.
still trying to get to learn the area. We checked out at random this complex called the Victor, which used to be the old Victor RCA building in Camden.
Where they made albums, is that correct? Because
Right.
I picture that's the one they had
Manufactured records.
the dog, right?
Yes,
It was
the Nipper dog.
the dog, and they had the little thing. Because Sue Sarah was telling me about Nipper one morning. It was like flying higher than a kite over my head for a second.
There's a whole thing about.
She's trying to educate me.
Whole legend about Nipper, who his owner passed away, and he could hear his master's voice. That's where that comes from, through a phonographic record.
Yeah, so let's look at this. So thanks for nothing, Instagram. Instagram's like the worst social of them all.
Hit
They
the
do
X
not-
on the top right.
They do not let you play, like enlarge the picture. I was trying to like do one of those. Oh,
There it
good.
is.
All right, there we go. Now we're in business. Now I feel bad. I threw some shade on Instagram. It's giving me what I want now. All right, so let me bring this in. I want to take this full screen. I want to actually really look at this and let's get it life-sized for everyone to see at home. Nippers, just what you're talking about. Here it is. RCA, just like what you mentioned. And it's cool that they took this factory that had this musical history and now it's homes. And the fact that not only is it your home as well, but it's also your studio.
Right. So
Love that.
that's where I make all my music now. All my tracking I do where I live, and it's
Tracking?
cool.
What do you mean tracking? You're tracking like
When you track. It's a music term. Drew.
track.
When you
oh,
track,
tracking music. I know you're like that show Tracker. Or you're someone you're helping to go find.
yeah, when you track your instruments separately when you record. So
Just to jump in on that, in the radio world, when you record, like if you pre-record music, not music. If you pre-record, you come in live, because the truth is, a lot on the radio is actually not live. It's all pre-recorded. They call them voice tracks, and you record your track like, hey, it's Drew Stormy. We're just listening to Matt right there. Coming up after the break, we're going to hear what Brian has new with his music. Like that thing, it was just being recorded. So it was all DJ-like right there for a minute. So I think that's so cool. The music history lives on. And
actually,
then,
I did a contest for NPR their Tiny Desk submission this year. So I recorded that. I sent you a link too. That's all my stuff. Everybody wants to check it out.
Wants to check it out. Yeah, what else did you send, by the way? I am a great student, just because I am a teacher, and as a great student, I never looked at anything you said. I think we'll just do it live. We'll do it live. What do we got here, Matt? Tell us what we got.
Drew already showed you my website.
Yep,
I got links to all my.
Let's see here. Oh, this is cool. Oh, yeah, there's Camden County.
There he
There's
is.
beautiful
There I am
stuff.
on top of my building right
On
there.
top of the world.
Yep.
On top. Yeah, I could hear that song.
I'm sitting.
It was like, I was thinking the early 2000 songs. I'm on top. I don't know who sings that. Top of the world.
Hey.
Yes,
I'm on
that's the
top.
one.
American Authors, is that the name of the
That
band?
sounds right. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got that.
And then I've also got my online teaching platform, because I do lessons as well. I teach piano, guitar, drums, voice.
Oh, check this out. And you know what's cool, too? You also work with people over the years that are neurologically diverse as well as elderly, and you do things with music. What's that like?
I worked in a children's hospital for a decade of my life, playing bedside for all our kids in pediatrics, which was
Wow.
just such a rewarding, fulfilling part of my life, especially after coming out of my my health scare, because I mentioned I'm a
You
diabetic.
did mention autoimmune, yeah.
Right. That's what my TED Talk was about, because
I'm
I
sorry,
had
excuse me. What? I mean, hold on a second. Say that one more time. You had a TED Talk? What?
Yes, I did a TED Talk
With
and-
this guy, too.
Yeah, Asbury Park in 2019.
Let's find it.
I got to talk about my my life-threatening illness, and how I was able to use music to recover from that ultimately, which ultimately led to that second record right there,
There it
Drew.
is.
Live, Laugh, Love is where I got the inspiration for that.
Don't mind me just making myself at home dropping everything. I'm such a klutz.
But Brian was there. I had my band playing the title
look at
track,
this.
which we're going to play for you guys too. So,
Yeah.
And that's the title of your TED Talk right there, too.
yes.
Live, laugh, love.
And I'll tell you this, from both what you do and what it meant to you after you had a health issue, music truly is therapy. Music can alter moods. Music can make a difference in people's lives, and music can be someone's life, like both of you guys.
Yeah, man.
Well, I always say, because you don't have to know how to play a note, as Drew demonstrated
Oh, yeah.
live on air.
I didn't do mine now.
You don't have to know how
Yeah.
to play a note to enjoy music as much as anybody. So
Yeah.
that to me is why I love music as much as I do.
What about you? How did you get into music? I know you were there as a kid with it, but why do you love
So
music?
I was the kid, believe it or not, this is a little embarrassing, but I would hum the Jeopardy theme song with a pacifier in my mouth before I could talk. So it's almost as if like it was like, this is what you're gonna do with your life. This was like beginning.
It was
like,
destined.
I always sang, always, like from the beginning of my life. And it just kind of, when I found the guitar and music, like changed me. Like that was like,
Wow.
knowing what I was gonna do.
You found your place. Sometimes you just know. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you just when you find your place, you know it's your place.
5 years old is when I started playing piano, and I just knew instinctively that's what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. So.
Yeah.
Wow. The only story I have from a kid in terms of music is, you know how in the 90s that the music dropped the beat. It was rocking in the early 90s. You know, a little more, not so much the blues and rhythm blues, but it was like about the rhythm. Apparently as a kid with the pacifier in the back to mute, there was a certain song I always feel like as a little baby going like that. It's
Yeah.
kinda, I don't think it was quite the level of that SNL skit from the 90s, the night of Roxbury. But,
Oh, yeah.
But there was always the one as a kid I was like that. Guys, I can't wait to hear the next song. Can we? So
Yeah.
tell me more about this song.
Go ahead, Matt.
So this was what my TED talk was centered around. Song's
wow.
called "Go Ahead, Live, Laugh, Love," which ended up being the album name as well. And I always said I had been working on this album for a long time when I had moved back from California after I graduated school and everything. But then
You've had a life.
Then I got sick
Yeah.
out of nowhere, and I had every song except for the title track, which kind of shaped the whole album and helped me recover and start the next chapter of my life.
You said you had every song but the title one. How did that come to you then? You felt like you were missing something, or
Well,
it
when we were
just
talking
happened?
about melody earlier,
Yeah.
I lost my singing voice for about 4 months because I was intubated in the ICU. But the melody idea was running in my head, and it was first thing when I woke up, I had the melody idea when I was still in the hospital, and worked on that song. Whole year I recovered, ended up recording it, and ended up being the title track when the album eventually came out.
Wow.
Let's do it.
Right after this, I'm talking up a storm live on Fox Local Philadelphia. You knew I was doing it all game show style. All right, we got Matt Cook Music. I think it's Matthew Cook Music on the socials. Does that sound right?
Yep.
Let's go to the socials right there. We also got Bryan Hansen in the house, Bryan, not Hansen like the band, with an E-N. Here's you on the socials. We have all your websites right there. I can't wait to hear more about this song that came from the TED Talk. Bryan, you're getting out there, you're selling homes. And as we talked earlier, you guys are both looking for work. So if anyone watching wants these two guys to come down, come
Invite
to a
us
venue.
to Philly. We'll come.
Sure, we're ready to perform, ready to teach, whatever you want. So.
Speaking of ready to perform, can we hear Live, Laugh, Love?
You sure can.
Right after this. No, I'm kidding. We already did all our breaks. It's all yours.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Don't feel what you don't know.
Don't
Take
feel-
that
I'll
part
leave
of you and let it go. It won't make any difference to a mind of substance. I don't know what you think you've done. You think you're right, but I know you're wrong. Test me once, so I'll say. Go ahead and just go away. Go ahead and just go away. You stop a little, gotta laugh a little, gotta love a little, live, laugh, love again. Gotta live a little, gotta laugh a little, gotta love a little, live, laugh, love again. What is fair on this day? Who said life's fair anyway? People lie and people steal. People cheat for a cheap feel. Tell the truth the way it should be. Not your version of the story. Don't test me twice, 'cause I'll say. I give, but you take. And I give, but you take. Yeah, I give, but you take.